dancehall. I
And
want more
verse
people more women to come into dancehall that have um range.
Yes,
Why do you want her to leave dancehall?
you have a point.
You guys don't want
exactly
dancehall
enough
to
for that.
evolve for women?
You have a point. You have a point.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Imbarazzi.
that's
And
true.
she
Wow.
definitely have the range, so
Well, thing I want to say about Stock Ashley is that Stock Ashley, like I like when I can like look up stuff about my artists. Like, okay, my artist went to X and X school, them like this and that, but I know nothing about Stock Ashley, like nothing. She's very,
I
very,
guess
very low key.
because she's still
And the
Yeah.
song she made with Alkaline was
Alkaline,
really good.
Alkaline, the Incognito. I feel like once you have a song with Alkaline, you can't be underground no
oh
more.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We forget about
You
that song
can't be
then.
underground no more. You have to like work on your public persona. Not everyone can be like Beyonce and have no public persona now and be
Who's
behind the scene.
Beyonce?
Like you need to come out of the scenes, man, and show who you are outside the
No, but
music.
Beyonce technically does have a public persona, you know. She just doesn't talk.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
her
true,
public person
true. Her public persona is not
exactly.
talking; it's being silent.
Yeah, exactly. She minds her business and go through.
Guys, um, yeah, what was I going to say? What do you guys think about Massacre?
Oh my man!
Boy,
Yeah.
Justin there, Justin there,
Oh crap!
Justin there.
Mm, yeah, he's right there.
Yeah, but I like Massacre still. As an artist, I like Massacre. Massacre is one of my top three. He's right below. He's
Massacre.
right below Alkaline for me. But
Below Alkaline,
he's
you
right below
sure?
Alkaline. Yeah, I'm biased. I went to Arden. I'm biased. Alkaline always my top one.
Okay.
So yeah,
At least
say
you're
it go.
honest.
Say it go.
But he is below.
That was quite bold. That was
I
quite
don't
bold of
think
you to
that's
say.
bias though.
It's not biased too. I'm not gonna say. I can't
No,
objectively say. Even
I
Alkaline,
couldn't
what's her name?
mention that.
Objectively, we can't objectively say. I'm not objective when it comes to Alkaline. I'm not gonna say. Okay. If Alkaline drops a top 10 song, I'm saying like 10 out of 10 song every time.
Hey everybody.
Okay.
I don't think that Alkaline gets the ratings he deserves because I feel like he's the closest artist to Cartel.
Serious?
He had this run, yes, he had this run in 2016. It's like the same one Cartel had in 2012, and yeah,
Alkaline though, like
Yeah,
people, I think
I believe the same thing.
2017 and 2018 slandering for his songs. Like people say, oh yeah, he's not the ball or whatever. The thing is that Alkaline set the bar himself, in my opinion.
Yeah, breakup. Why is
Actually,
Alkaline set
he
the
set
what?
the bar very high himself. The bar, like he was dropping
Oh,
straight tens, like for a good 2 3 years.
I have a point there
So
now.
people when you start like sevens and eight, people are like, who the hell is this? But when the songs aren't, the songs aren't.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Something like a breakup. Yeah, I got through a tunnel. I
Mm-mm.
don't know what's happening.
Flow.
So
It's just flow. I'm going with the flow.
Ashley, what do you consider to be a good song? Consider to be a good song.
Me? Is
Yeah.
me asking?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a loaded question because I listen to a lot of different things, a lot of different genres. But I personally, I love listening to the lyrics, the beats. I listen to everything at once. So when the lyrics make sense, or even it have to make sense now, you just have to sound good. It have to be catchy.
But
The beat is important
but
to me. This is
think
strictly from my point of view.
but things like that contribute to the mashing up of dancehall.
It
Where
contributes to what?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
all right. Back in like the 2000s when they had producers like Dave Kelly recording like Baby Sham, you had a good producer and a good artist. But nowadays you have a good producer, but the artist not so good in terms of the way him structure the song.
Or vice versa.
Yeah,
You could have a good artist and not a good producer.
yeah. But we have good producers now because if you listen to the rhythms, you have a good
Mm.
producer and you have good studio engineers, but not good artists.
So is that contributing to the mashing up of dancehall? Is that you said right? Because I don't want to misquote you.
Yeah, yeah.
So how is that contributing to the downfall of dancehall?
Because if you have artists who are not releasing quality music as how they did in the 2000s, that's contributing to the mashing up of dancehall.
No,
And
but we're saying that
No.
a lot of artists are like releasing quality music now. It's just the
I
consistency
don't
is the
think so.
issue.
Yeah.
but you are releasing consistent garbage
I have to call
I
some.
don't
Call
I
some.
don't know about that.
because Skilly Bang. You see
Nah,
that?
You
I heard
realize it's him alone we can say we're saying dropping consistent garbage. I think every other artist is doing good.
doing good
but
in
because
Jamaica
this is the biggest league right
Mm-hmm.
now.
because Jamaicans don't really appreciate music. We love listening to music, but we don't really would you go on iTunes and buy a dancehall album?
I would. I did. I bought popcorn album.
You bought who else?
Alkaline.
Yeah,
Because Popcorn album was worth buying.
And
but
nobody
me
else
not
now
know
put
No,
out
what I
album like
realized with
that
the
for nobody
what I
buy.
album.
realized about Popcorn's album, it really made me sad. Like it has the biggest songs from that album are the two Drake features.
Yeah, and I really like. There's a lot of good songs on that album actually. Cause even like I said, the one with Jada, I love that one with Jada Kingdom. The one where him have Massacre on, and I think somebody's on that one. So I don't remember. Like he
Yeah,
has
under
some
there.
really good songs on there.
The dirt.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Why people not? Why they're not more popular? At least I don't know. But like I said, I personally bought that album because I thought it was good. I feel like I don't know how many artists are actually pushing projects like that, like actual albums and not like one-off singles. If Masika drop an album, you know me, I go buy that because I'm a baby
Yeah,
daddy. But
because
438, yeah.
Matika
aside
is
from
worth
that, like,
listening to.
438 dropping soon. Top
wait, what?
price 438. That's Massacre album. Massacre's album is called 438.
Mm-hmm.
It's also dropping this year. Alkaline dropping an album this year.
Yeah, me,
I also want you guys to
me
recognize
listen,
that
I
it's
can be
only a
honest, man.
certain class of artists are really dropping projects, meaning the Massacre, the Alkaline, the Governor, the well Cartel, of course, because those are the only really artists with a level of fan base and following that will actually support the release rather than just pirating the stuff.
Because them
Good
release
You see
point.
good
me?
music.
And they
I wouldn't
have the
Yeah,
necessarily
support.
say that, but it's just that
Flashback.
Jamaica doesn't have that kind of culture. We don't really buy music because we don't really see the value in it more than so.
yeah.
That's true.
True.
That's
Because
true.
everything's
Flashback
free now on
to
YouTube.
Skilly Bang album with the bag of song them. Him
You
just
guys,
throw
here's
on.
the thing. Why are you guys calling that an
You know what I
album?
mean? So
You
probably
need to fix
sorry,
that.
The air quotes. Air
That's more
quotes
like an EP.
album.
Quote unquote
I gotta
album.
be honest, I did not listen to that project. I saw somebody tweeting says one bag of song and I decided to listen.
That's more.
More go back to the point with that you did say the people not really buy albums in Jamaica. It's not because them can't buy albums in that. If you really think about it, you know, dancehall is really a ghetto culture, you know, bro. Mostly. We don't have the people them in a garrison them not really have iTunes to that, bro. You see me, them have Android. You see me? Not for the man them now
yeah.
have card for buy
We
album.
just got Spotify. And we just got
Exactly.
Spotify.
Exactly. So
So
Just get
that's why
Spotify.
Audio Mac try open something big out here because them we can't really afford for
I'm
buy
rate them for
Spotify.
that, you know.
Cause really and truly, you know, bro. If we are get 20 grand every fortnight, Zin, who you think I got to really spend 15 bills a month for music?
Exactly.
Be
No man
honest.
gonna do that.
You
No
see
man
me?
gonna do that.
Nobody can really do that, bro. So that's why
Yeah.
that's why YouTube so important. That's why trending in Jamaica so important. That's why it valued so much in our culture that cause we really can't buy
Like,
iTunes and them something there, you see me?
Alright, so
like
and at which point you come a little you buck up a little problem as an artist. Do you want to stay true to Jamaican root and keep the local fan base and trend on YouTube, or you want to make money?
Why can't they both?
I think it's all about commercializing like music here.
We need the investments. I feel like
We
we need
need
to have
investment. And
investors to
where we're
take
going
us
to get
in.
that from?
Listen, there's a bag of
What?
money in Jamaica, you know. I feel like I don't know what's going on with the investors, but they're not investing it in music. Not really. Not the way they should. Because
Alright,
the investors are here.
I would invest
because
in
it's
some
the
artists, yeah.
same thing what makes dancehall is what's keeping down dancehall,
I,
I'd say.
I wouldn't support some. I wouldn't invest in some of these artists. Like when you think about
I
it, you're investing in some artists where you just know, say when you actually speak to them just don't have that business mindset. Like, what do I gain from investing? Yeah, I love the culture, I love dancehall
Yeah.
music, but what me I gain from it? Because the money not
It,
giving nothing.
But if you preach
There
like
we
this,
go.
we don't have a structure, bro. You see me? All right. In America, almost everybody signed to a label. In Jamaica, everybody independent. You see me? We not on a structure. And what day people start release music on Thursdays, dog? That was never a thing. You see me? We just drop on one drop. We not on a plan, we not on a promo, we not on a marketing. We not have that gap
We
there
never have the
between
industry.
we and foreign. You see me? We not have the Columbia records, we not have that type of you know? That's why
Mm-hmm.
coffee them
Yeah,
so big, you know? That's why
Mm-hmm.
coffee them
yeah.
so big.
True, true, true,
Because
true, true.
coffee has the support and the structure.
Moment drop.
Honestly, you know, really have to be a label thing still now. Just need a team around it. You can be
You just need a
independent and
team.
still be
Exactly. You just
and
need a
still have a
team.
plan for release the music. You just need a
But
team.
that's
I
what I
wouldn't
mean.
really have
A lot of
management out there for artists.
No, but you see,
a lot of the
no,
talent, they're not going to think like that because that's not where their mind is at.
that's true.
They're not think from the business end. That's why they need somebody specifically. Like we need to have more proactive managers where this will seek out talent and say, all right, you're up and rising. Here I am a manager and this is what I can do for you. Like I don't know what is like I said, the only person I see right now is what's his name? Ramesh.
Protege? Oh, never mind.
No,
Protege too.
Romish Russian.
Protege.
No, but even yeah, exactly. Even with Ramesh, Ramesh can do so much and no more. I really Russian put
Yeah,
Shenseea up on the
Russian.
Yeah,
platform
That's
Russian.
then.
what I was saying. On the
Exactly.
radar.
Cause
Because
yeah,
Russian really
'cause
push her and market her
No, but
so
it's a
hard.
exactly.
team effort.
Yeah,
It's
team
a
effort
team effort
still.
right
But
there.
Ramesh can't do what Russian can do for Shenseea.
No,
That's
Because
why
he
you have
don't
to
have the
no.
links.
I think you missed my
exactly.
point. I'm not saying the strength of his links. May I say, Ramesh is her designated manager. He deals with everything on the business end for her. But not dismiss what Russian do or whatever. I'm just saying, obviously that's our next. What your manager do is help you with your links, help solidify your contracts, your other links, help you keep you consistent, help to keep you on a path, give you an end goal. Like, does everybody else have that?
I mean,
Yeah, but not for them artists. I love Stray. Look how much them have to get locked up every other week.
That's the next thing.
I mean, some artists have managing still. I know the people them under the quote unquote unofficial vendor label, but vendor isn't a label, but they're a label at the same time. You have Terry Berry from New Entertainment, and she had tried manage she managed who she managed, but the producers them plus Alkaline. So Jigo, who else Alkaline produced? Autobahn, someone else. But yeah, I think the management culture still. I mean, I think dancehall is best when there isn't corporate oversight. To be honest, because it's not a corporate thing. It's not a corporate genre. It's not. But when you have the corporate people that beat
Is
on
me
your
a
back,
breakup or is it?
oh, maybe I break up. So I don't know. Is anyone else hearing me?
Yeah, Mary.
Yeah,
Okay.
me.
That's best. The artists are best. The artists are best. Either independent or they have a label, but the label don't really interfere with them. Kind of like how, so like,
Would
I
like
don't
the
know if you guys,
creativity.
yeah. So I don't know if you guys know how OVO works, right? OVO label that Popcorn signed to, like that, like Drake is there, yes, but Drake doesn't really tell you what to do. You don't say, okay, you need to drop a song by this day, or you have to drop a song around about this topic, or so on and so forth. The artists are very creative, freedom. So artists like Popcorn being signed to
They don't
OVO,
always have creative freedom, you know.
they do. The artist just lazy. Drake got interview the other day, and with Tyler, and he was saying about how he.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, like with the labels, they don't always have creative freedom. I know you're specifically
Some
Oh,
talking
of the
about
new
Drake.
age artists are more focused on freedom, but then that lets some of the artists get lazy. Like I can't tell when last
that,
Roy Woods
yeah,
from OVO
PND,
drop a
yeah,
project.
Roy Woods, PND, them man, they're just lazy. But
Yeah,
but
so
but
sometimes you need to have that kind of restriction in them to keep them up and up.
but I mean, yeah, true. But Popcorn do it without the background master labeler.
Popcorn come from Jamaica where if you have a drop a song every other 2 week or people forget the name.
I mean, he moved from that still to me. He's moved to more collective. Like he drops projects instead. Like when's the last I tweeted the other day? When was the last time Popcorn dropped a song that wasn't on a project that went big in Jamaica?
Him and Idonia, I would say, on the same wavelength right now in terms of how they drop them songs while still developing them camp. Because while we don't really have labels, we have camps that try to nurture the young artists in a sense. meaning like a unruly would have
I
man
get
like Quad and so forth, or wait a minute again, 4 Gen would have like Coyote and them and the
Who?
Intentional.
Who's Coyote? Sorry, no names.
Coyote bad, you know.
Never hear a
You
song.
know
Never
the
hear a
song.
song. Somebody tell me a song for me. Let me go look it up. I never hear it.
honestly I
Wait,
know the
doesn't
name, I don't know
Shaggy
the
doesn't
song.
doesn't
When
Shaggy
I
has
Oh,
his
my nice.
own?
Can I find him?
when I go on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please go.
John, I never hear him man say. I don't
When I
know.
really feel like I don't really help Coyote still. I feel like I'm just far around them like a cosign. When I
You
really
Yeah.
can't
feel
really
like
say that more than
You think
Cerner,
Sham
cause
are
guess what gone?
too?
We've been locked up for over a year now. When you really have stage show and them little thing there for enough of them artists to really stretch them legs, so to speak. You know? Cause right now, if you're never really hot or you're under come up from them time there right now, you're not gonna really make much of a traction right now. Because why?
But
We don't really have an industry. We
we
have
can't really
stage
rely on
show,
that.
we have dub plate,
Adam
and
just
we
to say
have features. We have
We can't
stage
be
show, dub plate,
relying
We
and
have a
on
features.
stage
makeshift
shows
industry at that.
Yeah, we can't
because
really rely
yeah,
on
that's
that.
true. You can't
We
rely on
can't
that.
rely on that.
Time of change, music evolving. So we need to keep up with the pace. We can't be relying on stage shows
Hmm.
and the traditional things from long time. That's why we need better management.
I see somebody tweets the artist them for sell sweater and them and posters and them
We're
something.
not buying no
We
man.
not if we not buy the
We're
music,
not
you
buying.
what's
We're
not
not
buying a
buying no
sweater?
merch.
We're not buying
We're
Me
not
not
buying
buy
Me
no
would
merch.
have
$10,000
buy a
sweater.
half pants. Me
Me
would
not
have
buy
buy
no me not
me
buy
would
no
have buy
ten
a half
thousand
pants.
dollar sweater dog. God
oh
no.
God.
Dog,
No, not
When I
10,000.
buy from
Like
town and just get like a
500,
screen print on it,
2,000,
brother.
not
Me not
10,000.
buying it.
dog,
Five
imagine me I spend $6 for alkaline paste for my chest. I walk up and down. No,
I know
sir.
A
some would have
what?
buy it, but they say the economy just too poor for music in Jamaica. Dog. Like we can't really people
Merchandise
them
in Jamaica rough dog.
the people them
Everything always
can't really
comes back to the
support music
government.
like America. Isn't it? We can't really
That is
buy
true.
merch and ticket and them something because
No, cause guess what going? You have the official source and then you have every other knockoff in a downtown look exactly the same and quality is almost the same.
Almost the same.
Literally.
So copyright and IPP law need to step up.
We're not gonna
Support
have
them
that.
need for what?
But I think with copyright law, I think copyright law sound nice for dancehall. But then when you remember, you have to make a mixtape. When an artist like, when a DJ, a bad DJ like Matt Camps, I make a mixtape now. My fake, link up with Skilly and to get the thing clear off. And
Man
but like
sound like you're in a water.
I don't know that. Can you hear me better now? Who's that? Who's that making that sound? I don't know that sound. Ashley, in my car, the things.
I can hear you still in.
Oh,
I hear
I'm saying the thing with copyright. I think we have to do it in a way so that we don't infringe on the DJ them we're not doing anything because after these artists them just cause the DJ them
Infringe on what?
like the DJ's freedom to make a mixtape or something like because
Wait, what you say? Don't we have some? What you
I
say?
don't want
People
to
are
be to get to a stage where the artists the artists having their own the copyright things infringing on the DJ making mixtapes or
Oh no, but then that's why we need to develop our copyright law then properly, and we need to put. That's where the Jamaican legal system need to step up and actually make room for like the DJs and them something there because we're not the same as America. We can't just copy and paste what's
exactly
going on in UK. Yeah,
and it all boil back right back down to industry. You see me? When industry that's the problem.
yeah, we're not take the every like there's so many things that needs to be going on and taken serious at so many different levels, legal levels, management levels. Like there's so much structure that needs to be in place, and I don't know, I don't see nobody do
Minister
it.
coach just still because like she not do nothing when it comes on to
Somebody
No,
is
me
this
not
just
really
I
say
just
she not do nothing,
coming
you
on
know.
to this
Me
coming
not
on to
really say
this
she
comes on
not
to
do nothing.
this portfolio a culture or a music because we need someone to sit down call all the big artists and the big producer them and say yo we can't continue this way because
We don't
You
have
would
a
need
musical
somebody who
culture.
actually has an experience in history and music them ways there because working with Jamaican artists, it sounds all good on paper and man until you actually go for try and deal with it. Because artists them will tell you say there's a lot of politics within the industry itself.
So we need like a seasoned vet.
a man like
Yeah, so
Sean
a
Paul
man
I feel like Sean Paul being a great
Sean Paul, I don't think Sean Paul necessarily have the ratings within Alright,
Why
same
is
up
it
ratings.
Jamaica?
No, 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 no. What man
In
says him have the
Jamaica,
ratings, but even really have that kind of pull there in
But
the
I mean,
ratings. Maybe a man like Bojo
what do
could
you
have deal
mean?
with it.
but
Maybe
my
a man like Bojo could have deal with it.
my have
No,
my feel that everybody still
what do you mean?
everybody.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Sean Paul doesn't have which cool weird.
Like when pre
I feel like Sean Paul makes music for other people, not
He
Jamaicans.
make music for all
You
inclusive
can't really
hotel.
say, yo, make Sean Paul be the face of the
It wouldn't
change
be
in
the
dancehall. Come
face.
on.
it will be the face
Oh,
and work behind the
yo.
scenes.
The face of
It's
okay, then
really we need
no.
somebody that understands the industry
And
and
he's,
has
I
the
don't think
link.
that he'd
Shaggy.
be the,
Telling
Shaggy.
you, Bojo is the best bet.
No, what we really need is a board.
Hold
Okay?
Buju
on.
is not the best
Bonjour.
bet either. You guys are thinking too old. What is
I
wrong with
have
you
a
guys,
I
question.
man?
think
Bojo are the
Shaggy
best
should be
bet.
the
They are
guy,
doomed.
but okay.
Who?
What's the
Kind of
question?
All
malfunction.
right, I have a
Shaggy.
Alright.
question. You can hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that Chronixx is a dancehall artist or a
No.
reggae artist?
Reggae artist.
Reggae.
Reggae artist. So
Tell
No
me
Reggae
comment.
some
artist.
Chronixx
Reg.
reggae
No comment.
songs.
Reggae.
When things Chronic son dancehall artist.
I'm
him
asking
Him
boss with
because
start off.
the
Him
dancehall
start.
dancehall.
Him
elements
start
still.
off as a dancehall artist. Still.
Yeah, he had
Then
dancehall elements to it, to him thing.
Yes, I want to know some of
So
his reggae songs.
uh, I can. There's so many songs in pan chronology reggae songs. Loneliness was a reggae song.
Okay, I have a
So is
question.
it more dancehall or reggae?
No,
What is he?
like what
I
I
have a
can say is
question.
that previously, like when Chronixx just did a bus and he kind of use a dancehall style, and him kind of bust off on a dancehall style with things like how many features some in a certain like them song there. But nowadays he must sing a lot more reggae still.
It's kind of like Damien Marley. Damien Marley is a reggae artist, but he have a dancehall, cadence.
hip hop
Excuse
really.
me?
Well, true.
Excuse me? Did you just say dancer?
Dancehall,
Yeah,
hip
it's
hop.
not dancer. It
Well,
wouldn't be
Not
dancer.
hip hop cadence. Well, hip
dancer.
hop cadence.
I have a I have a question. I'm asking what is the difference between dancehall and reggae? I just want you guys to
That's a
talk to me
technical
like I'm
question
five.
actually.
No,
Like
no,
I'm five.
I don't know. And someone who's studying music, I could tell you that still. I just know how
Somebody
I
would have
hear it.
some people would have said it's like the drum pattern and just how the rhythm is based overall. How you flow
Yeah,
on the
it
rhythm. But
boil back down to
Like a
the
up
beat.
tempo
Yeah, the
style.
BPM and the drums and the
Mm.
snares and
I must
just the instruments really build the genre. Actually, I'm on like Mark can to answer the question there, you know.
Yeah,
See him there.
yeah,
yeah, music bastard.
Cardi
Mm,
Brandy.
B Cardi B cook style.
soon sign to Cardi label.
Matthew?
Yeah, I can't
Dealing
explain
about.
that right now, dog.
Oh, yeah, sir?
Man, so I can't explain that right now, dog. But it's like reggae is more slow and smooth and dancehall just a dancehall, dog. I can't really explain that still if you don't know the difference. If you can't hear the difference, I really can't help you still. But not like
It's just something you
I'm
just
not
know.
asking. I'm not asking because I don't know the difference. Oh boy.
You want like an actual textbook
I
answer?
want an actual answer. That's what I was hoping for. That's why I said explain it like I'm five. But I mean, if you want to be sarcastic, then go ahead.
nah.
I don't
I
think
just
it's
mean
being
like
sarcastic.
like dancehall is just like it's more up tempo, it's more about the vibes, more about the this, more about the that. Like reggae is more like, the message, the smooth skanking, the dubs, like it's just different.
To be
Like I
fair,
can't really give more details.
it's a little bit difficult to answer that right now, given the current state of reggae is a lot more of a fusion than the original reggae sound, which would have seen coming up in like the 70s come up, you see me? It's a little bit different right now. More of like a house music, what's the word I'm looking for? But it's a big blend right now, see? Just like our dancer right now have a lot more foreign influence than we used to have by before 2010 and them time there.
Can't really define. I mean, you're going like tempo and boy.
Yeah, whenever the music in
Also,
a C6, I
oh
can't really
yeah,
get the
true.
answer there.
And also, reggae has a lot more call and response kind of thing. So yeah, you say something and then the people behind you really backing you. Kind of like a choir and choir leader kind of thing. Reggae has lots more of that influence versus dancehall. It's kind of silent or what? No, is it silent or my internet bad?
It's bad.
Don't worry, I
It's
see your
bad.
mind, right?
But yeah, I don't know still. I think I don't know. We guys consider Coffee a dancer artist or reggae artist?
That's why I would ask, what is she?
I think we're moving
We
to a
don't get to ask what is coffee,
capital.
guys.
Oh, Wagwan, what exactly is the difference between dancehall and reggae? Like, we still don't give an answer.
Speed.
Like, what
There
Speed
is
is
exactly?
an
one.
answer up
The
there.
difference is Bob
ChatGPT.
Marley and Cartel. Just look on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah, basically. But it really
That's
brings
that's
All
where
right. No,
that's why
no.
you have
To
so much
answer the
problem with
question,
Grammys and
what is
actual industry,
coffee?
you know.
coffee
Coffee
is
is
a
a
What
fusion
music
of
does coffee
both.
make?
Cause coffee,
Coffee is a contemporary
All right.
artist.
yeah, coffee have
She's
our
a
dancehall
contemporary
style
Jamaican
and
artist.
she have our reggae style. You can't really
Because
study.
just because you have the two genres doesn't mean you have to be within one or the other. See, you can
Yeah, we're not
still
saying that, we're not saying that she should only do reggae or should do dancehall or she should stay in either genre. I'm just saying what type of music she makes. Like overall, what is she synonymous with?
Grammy winner.
Grammys.
That's it.
Success,
LOL.
success.
Yup.
But it's not just Jamaica still. If you look into music over Trinidad, they have some artists like Jimmy October and Kev, something like that, and it's just like their their genre is genreless. To be honest, like some people who like study music genre is going to be eventually become obsolete because people want to take from this and take from that, and when you continue putting all that together, genre just no longer exists anymore. People just make music, making music sake.
Bohemian Rhapsody. As if anybody knows what that song is. That's a compilation of like
By Queen.
a lot of
Yeah,
songs. Yeah,
we don't
that
genre it
song.
is.
Yeah, we don't know what the genre it is because it's like all of them into one.
But like
Like
Oh,
a lot.
I feel like genres now, a lot of people stay in one genre because it's easier. When you look at like the Grammy criteria, you have to fit the definition of one genre to be qualified for album or the album of a reggae album or a hip hop album or a pop album. So I feel like people stick to that. But I like the more artists who are trying to be more creative, they're just
Uh,
loosening